Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jay Knight.
Sanbonani. Dumela. Now, wasn't that inspiring? I spend most of my time, like I am doing when I leave a bit earlier this evening, to attend a global discussion of civil society, which is debating what is the world we want post-2015 when the Millennium Development Goals expire. And so I spend a lot of my time interacting with very powerful people. But what I see up there is a shocking deficit of leadership. And what tonight tells us is that we're looking for leadership in the wrong place. And that we need to look down amongst our people and we'll find the true heroes and heroines that we need to celebrate. And what our role is to scale up their efforts so that we can bring that prosperity, that shared prosperity you have all demonstrated, in a way that makes it available to every single citizen. And as I travel today, in the last 2 years, I've been listening to people. I've been to the shores of Lake Turkana that are drying up because of climate change. We see the growing migration across Africa that will place 70% of our population in urban slums. And I see the infant mortality and the people dying of diseases we could prevent there. Diseases such as malnutrition. Why don't we care? And if we come back to it, it comes back to human greed. And if we come back to it, it comes back to human greed that has grabbed our souls and destroyed the dream that our forefathers had. And so I feel that the time has come to change our narrative. The time has come where the real agency for change has to be our people. Because if we look at what is it I could do, rather look at it in the spirit of Ubuntu. I am because of others. I can do something different if I unite with other people and commit ourselves to change like we saw today. So what we have to do, and what Brother Michelle said this morning, let's change our narrative. It isn't about giving money. It's about sharing your heart, being empathetic, caring about your people that may be less fortunate than you. And all of us have enormous capital in that respect. Intellectual capital, the social capital that we saw displayed here this evening, the network capital, the ability to use our businesses and business capital. We all have something to give. That is what the freedom struggle in South Africa demonstrated, that we all made it work. It was not individual leaders. We were servants of the people. Why is it today, when there's been an economic meltdown, it is just workers that are fired? Tens of millions of workers. In South Africa, more than 1.5 million ordinary workers lost their wages. Can you understand why there's anger? Because the state then rescues them by bankrolling them with state funds, and they reinstate their bonuses. And the workers remain unemployed. And that single breadwinner in my time used to support up to 8 people. Today, the figure is 3 times that. Why is it in Africa that we value our assets so lowly? In the times of slavery, we valued our people so lowly. In the times of the boom in the recent decades that fueled the global economy, we valued our mineral wealth so little. And if you really look at it today, with the land grabs that are taking place, that are stealing the lands, and the food security our people have a right to, we are even valuing our land even though less than we should. And I'm astounded that you can have politicians that stand up on public platforms and attack NGOs and claim that they are anti-majoritarianism. What utter nonsense. We have fought for our right of our children to have textbooks, to have quality education. What audacity of someone we elect and pay to then turn around and say that parents and those children do not have rights. That is not the democracy we want. Real democracy is people in power believing that they are there to serve us and not having some divine right to rule over us. Because I see it as an attack on my right as a citizen. Because our struggle against apartheid was a struggle for voice. And no one is going to take my voice away. And neither should you allow your voice to be taken away. So, should we be outraged? Absolutely. We should be outraged. We should be angry that people are breaking our trust, whether they're in the business sector, whether they're in the public sector or the government sector or even among civil society. We should be outraged that leaders have lost touch with the people on the ground. And so I am still optimistic because this outrage is growing. And people are starting to realize that we have power. We have a constitution. We have the tools available to us. No one can throw you into jail just yet for stating your views. And so we have to stop being bystanders. And we have to go back to the grassroots and face our attention there towards our people. Because that's what the Arab Spring was about. The power of people on the streets to topple the tyrants that have ruled us for too long. And so what we have to deliver is something different to the model of greed and consumption that today embraces us. And offer a future where we are able to offer a positive future to the children that come after us. And my role is never to lead anymore. Because I think people of my generation should get out of the way. But to support that next generation, the Jordans and the Athols and you, my friend, support you to lead this country and our continent to greatness, to provide the opportunities for you. Because in terms of a Native American saying that I always value, we don't inherit the world from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Thank you very much.